Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new edition of the Daily Debate. In tonight's show, we're going to be focusing on the Egyptian-European relations. This is in light of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi meeting the President of the European Council, Charles Michel, talking about cooperation between both sides in terms of the economic cooperation, the cultural and the political cooperation as well. And joining us here tonight in the studio to shed more light on this relationship is Dr. Sherif Amir, the Professor of the Geopolitical Affairs at the University of Paris. Dr. Amir, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our discussion with Dr. Amir, let's check out some of the main stories making the news today. And we'll start off with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi receiving a phone call from his Russian counterpart, President Vladimir Putin. The two leaders discussed means of fostering bilateral relations, particularly the joint cooperation in the economic, industrial and energy fields. The phone talks tackled the work progress of the Daba plant project for producing electricity from nuclear energy and the project of the Russian industrial zone in East Bursaid. During the call, President el-Sisi praised Egypt's partnership with Russia within the framework of the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement, which helps in expanding the horizons of cooperation in various domains. For his part, Putin expressed keenness on bolstering ties with Egypt and pushing forward coordination and consultations over several regional and international issues of mutual concern. Putin also hailed Egypt's key role in preserving peace and security and boosting political settlements for the current regional crises. Also, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a meeting on Monday with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Telecommunications and Information Technology Amr Talat to follow up on the national projects related to the IT sector. During the meeting, President el-Sisi directed to expand the use of the latest technologies in digital database systems. The Telecommunications and Information Technology Minister reviewed the latest developments in the projects implemented by his ministry in the IT sector, including the inauguration of Misr Information University, the ministry's efforts in the state's digitalization track as well. The head of state was also briefed on the efforts exerted by the ministry in the Decent Life initiative aimed at developing the rural villages. And Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry met on Monday with the visiting EU Commissioner for Home Affairs, Ylva Johansson. During the meeting, Shoukry reviewed Egypt's comprehensive strategy in dealing with the illegal immigration issue and involving the international dialogues to reach positive conditions for migrants. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmed Hafiz said that the meeting dealt with means of pushing cooperation between Egypt and the EU over the migration file. He added that the minister pointed out to the country's stance, which is based on the respect of migrants and refugees' human rights and helps in integrating them in the society. Shoukry also stressed on the importance of creating new paths for migration to Europe as a solution for the illegal migration issue within the European market's needs for the Egyptian employment. The top diplomat reviewed Egypt's vision in uprooting the reasons beyond the issue and boosting the paths of legal migration, as well as providing support for refugees, pointing out to the efforts exerted to host more than 1 million refugees and providing them with the basic services. These were some of the stories making the news today, but now focusing on our topic for tonight regarding the Egyptian-European relations. Now, Egypt and the EU are committed to enhancing the political, economic and social cooperation between both sides. Let's check out this report and we'll be right back. In light of the distinguished Egyptian-European ties, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held talks in Paris last week with European Council President Charles Michel, who hailed Egypt's efforts to halt illegal immigration since 2016. The meeting took place on the sidelines of the International Conference on Libya. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said in a statement that during the meeting, President el-Sisi and Michel agreed on the necessity to enhance coordination between Egypt and the European Council regarding important regional issues such as the Middle East peace process, and the situation in Libya, Syria and Yemen. President Sisi and Michel also affirmed the importance of working on reaching political settlement to these crises in order to restore stability in the region and secure a better future for its people. The meeting also tackled relations between Egypt and the European Council in political, economic and development fields. Both expressed satisfaction regarding developments of institutional cooperation between the two countries, affirming the keenness to continue joint consultations and enhancing mutual dialogue in this regard to support their friendship relations in light of the common challenges and interests. Michel, for his part, affirmed the European Union's keenness to enhance relations with Egypt in all aspects, especially in light of Egypt's political weight regionally and internationally, and for being a link between the Arab and European worlds.